Hey guys, welcome back to another Binding of Isaac video. Today we're going to be talking about the new Repentance content that just came out in the new DLC pack. So what the Repentance DLC pack adds is a new final chapter with some new stages and ports a bunch of the anti-birth mod content into the game. So let's go over the anti-birth mod content first. So this adds 3 new floors, each with their own variations: the sewers, the mines, the mausoleum, and the corpse. But they can only be accessed through special means. You will need to have completed a significant portion of the game. Presumably, the cutoff is Mega Satan. You need to have beaten him in order to access their Repentance content. But once you have, on the first and second floors, you will notice a blue door with a key, and if you go into it, it takes you to the sewers. And this is kind of the whole gimmick of the anti-birth stuff, is generally just these alternate floors that you can take. So if you want to go, so floors 1 and 1, 2, and will take you to sewers. 2, 1, and 2, 2 will take you to mines, and depths will take you to mausoleum. So essentially the whole point of this is, like on the surface it kind of just seems like, alternate floors, new items, new enemies and stuff, but there's actually a hidden secret, which if you've played Anti-Birth you'll know about it, and it's how to get to corpse. So essentially, if you go to mausoleum, you will see this door that it's kind of got the same aesthetic as the womb, but you can't open it. Like, nothing opens it. We have yet to test if there are any other items that open it, but the only way you can open it is with a special item called Mom's Knife. And this isn't to be confused with the weapon Mom's Knife, the one that lets you stab enemies and that you can charge up to shoot ahead. This is a special item introduced in the DLC pack, and in order to get it, you have to. It's related to the different floors. So essentially, you first have to go into the sewers, and on the second floor of the sewers, there will be this mirror room, and there's always a mirror room on every second floor of the sewers, and there's always a white flame in any room. It doesn't matter which room it's in, but essentially. So what the white flame does, it's a new kind of flame that when you run into it, it separates your soul from your body, functionally turning you into the Lost temporarily. And besides just being an obnoxious troll, it's also the key to the puzzle. So if you run into the white flame, you can go to the mirror room and go through the mirror, where you'll find a flip side version of the sewers. And if you go to the treasure room on this version, you'll get the knife handle. Then you can also beat the boss for an extra item, but you can't proceed down the floor without exiting the mirror. The next part is in the mines. On Mines 2, there are 3 yellow buttons that spawn they only spawn when you have knife handle 1. So there's this special vertical room with a locked door at the end and a minecart, and suppressing the buttons essentially fills in the minecart tracks. And so once you've pressed all 3 buttons, they're just hidden randomly around the floor. One of the buttons is inside the minecart room. You get taken to this empty set of rooms, and all your items get taken away. And so essentially what you have to do is you have to walk to the end, and you have to walk into this room, and there will be the second knife piece. And when you take it, it does this Indiana Jones boulder thing where you basically have to, Mom's shadow spawns, and you have to run from her, and you have to go all the way back the way you came, but now there's new hazards and stuff. And once you escape, you'll get all your items back, and then you can, so then the next step so now you have the completed knife. Originally in Anti-Birth, there were actually 3 knife pieces, but in this one, there's only 2, thankfully. So you need to do next. So you need to go to Mausoleum, or its alternate floor, and essentially, so you get down to Mausoleum 2, and you fight Mom, and you get to that door, and that knife that you have will now open this door, and it'll take you into the mom's heart fight. It'll always be mom's heart. It'll never be it lives. And once you beat it, essentially this ominous noises will play, and when you come out, there will be one entrance to the next floor, which is the corpse. So essentially the idea being you killed mom's heart and she died, but you killed it before you entered the womb, so now it's the corpse womb. So anyways, there's a few new bosses here. My Rotgut, everyone loves Rotgut. But then you also have the new final boss from Antibirth, which is just listed as question mark in the game, but is called Mom. Officially, it's supposed to be like Isaac's depiction, or like what he thinks of his mom. There's a whole cutscene that explains it. And it's super hard, but once you beat it, it opens up a bunch of new shit. So this boss is really hard, and there's something else related to it. So that was the Antibirth content that they ported in and adapted for normal Isaac, but there's actual new content for the game. So essentially, if you just so once you beat the corpse, you'll get this achievement that's like a door in the depths. Like there's a strange door, and essentially with this one, whenever you go to depths 2, at the top of the first room, there will always be this strange door with this weird slot for like a picture. And so what you have to do on this is you either need a full card,
Mario, you are
which
probably
you can
a
get
kind,
guaranteed from
person
the tinted
who goes
skulls.
to work every day.
There's a
and
specific kind of skull that spawns.
If you play
Donkey
Donkey Kong, you have
it always
probably
spawns,
been to the
and
Amazon
it has an
jungle
like the tinted
and have
rocks, and when
swung
you
on the
bust it open,
trees
it'll give
like
you a full
Tarzan.
card.
If you have played
Or
Link,
you just need to
you are
have like a
definitely
teleport item.
racist.
Azazel starts with a
You
full
have
card.
played Samus. You are
Essentially, you need to be able to get
racist.
out of the
If
mom
you have
fight
played
because it locks
Yoshi,
you in.
you are definitely
So essentially,
racist.
you go to the
If
mom
you have
fight with
played
the full card,
Rabbids,
or however you're getting out of there, and you need to beat her and take either the Polaroid or the negative. It doesn't matter which one. And then use the full card to get out, and then you can insert the Polaroid or the negative, and this is why it doesn't matter, into the door, and you lose the item, and then you get taken to Mausoleum 2, where you go down, and once you go to the boss fight, instead of Mom, it'll just be an empty room with an item called Dad's Note in the center. And once you pick this up, you'll get teleported into the ascent sequence. So essentially from here is you're going to ascend up every floor that you went down. And one thing that will be the same is the treasure rooms and the boss rooms. So any items and any trinkets that you left in the treasure room or the boss room will be the same as you're going up the floors that you went down. And this is actually part of the thing. If you leave a trinket in a boss room or treasure room, it'll turn into a consumable called the cracked key, which is how we unlock the tainted characters, but I'll get into that later. Essentially, so you keep ascending up, and once you get to basement 1, you ascend up one more time, and then you go to Isaac's home, where essentially it's just Isaac's home. There's no enemies or anything, and once you get to Mom's bedroom, you unlock the red key. This chest will always have the red key, and what it does is it essentially, in the hallway just outside that room, there's a slot where if you use the red key on it, you can get the tainted characters. But the red key only appears there the first time, like you go to home when you unlock it. And that's what I meant about the cracked keys, so you can get the cracked keys on your way up to come get the tainted characters. Anyways, so you sleep in Mom's bed, and then you enter this nightmare state. And there's going to be 2 final bosses from here. So we're going to fight first Dogma Balls, which is it has 2 phases. You just have to attack the TV, and then once the TV is broken, you have to attack the big angel looking thing. And then you get taken into a cutscene where you fight the new final boss of the final chapter called the Beast. You have to fight the 4 horsemen first. This is all 2D, by the way, and you have flight. and essentially it just turns into like this side-scrolling thing, and so once you beat the boss, you'll unlock a bunch of the new shit. So that is the overall main content that was added in Repentance. There is a lot of other stuff, such as the planetariums, all the new items, what the different tainted characters do, but I didn't want to really get into that. I'd recommend going in and exploring for yourself. This is just if you are having any trouble with Repentance and unlocking all the stuff, because this game can be very daunting at times. So yeah, thank you for watching this Binding of Isaac video. Make sure to smash the like button and like the video if you want the Rabbids in Smash Bros. That looks like, honestly, that kind of looks like
the battle pass.